Hey, welcome back to edtech by Meera. Today we are going to learn about modules in Python. What are modules, how to create, how to use, and what are the advantages. So first and first, let's see some example of built-in modules. Normally in Python projects, we've used built-in modules a lot to get to carry out functions and to carry out some tasks. So here we want to find square root of a number. So we import a module called math. This is a built-in module. So import math and then we consider the value, initial value of num or a number as 64. Then we use the print statement. So math dot, using the dot operator, name of the module is math. So math dot, whatever addition or subtraction or square root. So dot square root num. So we get the value as 8. Obviously square root of 64 is 8. So this was an example which we've already done for built-in modules earlier in several of our Python beginners projects. But now here the idea of using this tutorial is to find out how to create a module. So we go create file, add file, name it as with a py extension, so test.py. Always remember py extension, .py is very important. So we name it as test.py, test with a .py extension. The name of the file is test, but with a .py extension. Then inside the test.py, which is the name of the module is test, we create a function, or rather we code a function for message, define message, parameter name, and then this is a function, mind you know that already, print hello name, string hello comma name, or you can say string hello plus name. Yeah, and then this is inside the module that you created, test.py. Now we go back to our main.py, which is already present in any Python file, Python template. So we go back to main.py, and then remember we have to import the module. So first we create the module, and then after that we import the module, and then we use the module to see the outcome. So this is the procedure. So let's see how it's done. Okay, step by step. First import. What was the name of the module? Test. Mind you, not .py. Name is test.py because that's a file name. Yeah, so module name is test. So we are importing not the file, we are importing the module. So import test. Then dot operator, connect the module name test dot message function name. So module name dot function name, and then the parameter. Remember that. So first import module name, then module name dot operator function name. Inside that parameter, inside the parenthesis, you write the value of the parameter that you want. Yeah, in this case it was hello name, remember, so value of the name parameter. So I want to write as Tom Jerry, that's up to you, whatever name you want to write. Then you have to go back, you're already in the main py, then you have to run the main py, hello Tom Jerry. Always remember when you're running the program, to see the output, you have to run it in the main.py. The module was only created to create the function and store it there. It's a reusable piece of code which you can always import and you run the program in the main.py. Create another one, sum.py, and then add that file, sum.py. Okay, and then inside the sum.py you can add some addition for summing. From the name itself, you know this function is for adding something. So define add. Now this add is the name of the function. So define add xy, where xy are the two parameters. Yeah, then return. What do you want to return? Obviously x plus y. No need to write the print statement here. You've already written the return statement. So define function add with parameters x and y. Then after that return x plus y. This is the task for the function add. Yeah, inside the module that you created sum. And the file name is sum.py. Come back to the main.py file. Yeah, come back to the main.py file, and then I'm just commenting out the previous ones so that it doesn't interfere with this code. Yeah, let's go to the first line again. Okay, now what do you have to import? Import the module name. Import sum. not sum.py. You're not importing the file, you're importing the module, which is, the name is sum. So import sum, then using the print statement, print, you have to use a dot operator, module name sum, dot operator, name of the function add. So sum dot add, and then in the arguments. Here it's not the parameter, arguments, which is a value of the parameters. 7, 6. X and Y is 7 and 6. There you go. 7 plus 6, you're already getting 13 as output, or in the console of your main.py file. So cool, right? So now you know what is the benefit of using your both the created modules. Yeah. So what happens is, by doing this, you are grouping the related code into a module, and this makes the code much more easier to function and much more easier to use, and also understand. You know what is stored inside the sum, you know what is stored in the test, you can name it accordingly. So it is more, the code is more logically organized. And sometimes when you have long Python scripts and very lengthy code, you can split it into several files like this, and you can maintain and use the code several times. This is the advantage of using the modules, as you see here. And no need to copy paste or something like that. You can just straight away import the module, and then using the dot operator you can get the task done, as I showed you, by using the dot operator between the module name and the function name, and then using the value for the string. Like here you saw, easily I could get hello from the hello name, the message function. I imported into the main.py. I could run the function by importing that particular the test module. And the second one also, for the calculation for the sum, I showed you how to import the sum, and I also showed you how to use the built-in module. It's basically all math. You don't have to create because it's already a built-in module, so there's no need of creating it. You just did the last part only about using the dot operator with the variable or the parameter values. So this makes the program much more efficient, if you notice. Yeah, this is the idea of using the creating and using the modules. And as you know, for creating it, all we did was create a new file, put a .py extension, and that's it. And for importing, you just say import, use the keyword import, and then whatever the module name that you used. And for using it, you just use the dot operator and connected it with the module name and the function name. So this is quite cool, and efficiency purpose, each module, remember, is only imported once per session. You cannot use it twice. Yeah, so I think you've got a basic idea. This is part 1 of my module lesson. In the next tutorial, I will do part 2 of the same module, Python modules, with more complications. See you in the next. Subscribe.